This one right here, I like to keep focus on things that's tied to the music, tied to the battles, tied to lyrics in some form. Yeah, we're going to have things that's newsworthy over here, and it's going to blur the lines at times. And this is one of those occasions. We got music from Pat, right? Aside from the little freestyle he dropped in his car, that was like a little throwaway. He did an all-out diss track video, 5 minutes plus of just going through 50 Cent's history and all types of disses and accusations, right? That was fire. Even 50 Cent, he did get in musically in the mix, right? The power theme song that he dropped, direct shots at T.I. and Tiny in that track right there. This whole thing with Papoose, and it seems like when it comes to the Let's Rap About It podcast, he's like, I don't got to rap with y'all. But his form of battling, if you still expect lyrics or songs from 50 at every pivot that he goes to, at this point, you're dumb. Because this is how he was. He's going to dig into your past. He's going to dig into your personal. He's got a team of people feeding him information. The world dies to get on his platform anyway. So is 50 Cent getting the last laugh when it comes to Papoose and Claressa Shields, this back and forth that they have? And I have a topic about Claressa after this. So make sure y'all do not miss that part. We got to talk about Claressa a little bit respectfully. We got to talk about this once and for all. We got to open this can of worms that I've been respectfully staying away from for a second. All right. But here we are. Man, 50 Cent accused Claressa Shields of sleeping with Speaks Out. You tried me. I was keeping it player. So who's this guy? Maserati Buck or whatever? It's my first time hearing of him. I don't know if he's an industry guy or whatever, but let's let him speak for himself.
What's that? See, I've been trying to spare you, Claressa. Even when motherfucking Geisha 305 put that shit up there, I told her to take that shit down. But since you want to play with a real nigga, see, I'm from the crib, I'm from Miami, right? A real nigga, we don't talk about what we do and how we do shit, right? But me and my dog Five was already on the phone before I even talked to you. He told me that, man, boy, just play, man, just dumb that shit down. That's why I said my dog Petty Ass Jackson. Because he told me to play it like that. And I was going to play it like that, to play dumb, and I wasn't going to respond. I don't even play with the internet. But since you want to record phone calls, guess what? I'm finna release all this footage. Yeah, that's right. I said, I'm finna release the footage, man. Yeah. On Christmas, I was inside the crib. When you was on FaceTime, Papoose, I got the video. When she FaceTiming you, guess what? I'm sitting right there in the living room at the same chair that I helped her get for her homewarming gift. That bed, I picked out that bed. The bed with the TV. What's that? See, I've been trying to. You remember this? When she was on FaceTime with you? Remember this? Where I'm at? At the house.
So what are you saying? There's a bunch of people there. Just say what you're trying to say. At this point, just stand on it.
Don't play these games. Yeah. Shaking my head. For the streets.
He said these hoes is for the streets.
Thought she was singing to you. Nigga really thought she was singing to him.
Well, that's kind of direct.
Stop playing, man. I'm gonna keep releasing videos
now. That was kind of direct. I was waiting for him to stand on it and just say it. You know, he said you thought she was singing to you. I can interpret. All right. What is this piece right here? Claressa Shields threatens to take legal action against 50 Cent. You can't lie and put bodies on me. This is now the spread of this news. It's going into her relationship. She's viral at this point. This guy now is on the face of he's on the page of all social media platforms. This guy, Maserati Bud, or whoever he is. And Christmas was just a couple months ago. So everybody's, digging in these people's personal business. And this is the news cycle. This is how it goes. 50 Cent, you are a demon, man. What is this? This looks like a post to Claressa Shields' Instagram. 50 Cent, you getting sued. You can't lie and put bodies on me. Then it looks like she went and Googled some of the legal parameters around what he posted. Yes, you can sue someone for falsely claiming you slept with someone else through a defamation lawsuit. Slander, if spoken, if the statement is untrue, was unpublished to others, and caused damage to your reputation or resulted in tangible harm. Tangible is still key. You're going to have to prove that. You're going to have to show that tangible. The false statement must be made with malicious intent or reckless disregard for the truth. Okay. Let's pull up this next post. This is, I believe, before this though. This is Claressa having a good old time. People believe that she's here celebrating the Papoose track, this song that he dropped on 50 Cent before this Maserati Bud stuff started coming out, right? It looks like she's having a good old time. Let's just keep it fair down the middle. Let's keep it real. And then do not miss this topic at the end, y'all.
She got hit by all 5 guys and didn't even bring a burger back. Oh, they keep asking her, where is Pap at? I keep telling them,
Now, the hit by all 5 guys and didn't bring a burger back, that's Pap's lyrics towards 50 Cent. Is that not the same thing? That could defame 50 Cent and his reputation or cause damages that 50 Cent, this big mogul that everybody looks up to in the hip hop world and industry, can't even keep his woman in check. So everybody that disses 50 Cent, even though I guess people can say it was proven because she was on the stand testifying. I'm talking about Daphne Joy, allegedly, aka Jane Doe, right? Allegedly. But let's just say if some of the stuff that people accuse her and Diddy of isn't true in the direction of 50 Cent, and he walks into a legal office about that, or he sends his lawyer about that, that would be the same thing that you're sitting here laughing and clowning about, no? And we're enjoying Pat dissing him about the same shit. Who's fucking who? That's what you're laughing about. And now he did that to you, and he's bringing this guy Maserati Bud or whoever to the forefront, and now we're talking about suing. I'm gonna save the topic though. I'm gonna save the topic.
Not Papoose. You're right. You don't even do that. I played your diss.
Oh, so she's talking to Pap right there, but she's doing it in front of a camera, and this footage only gets out unless she puts it out. So you're having a private conversation with Papoose, laughing about your man's diss song towards 50 Cent, but you're recording yourself for social media to do a reaction to it. So you have to take what comes with this. No?
I did. They were going crazy. I know the words, so I was just saying what he was. I was saying like some of your best punchlines on there.
Some of your best punchlines. Okay.
She got hit by all 5 guys and didn't even bring a burger back. Okay, I'm about to come over there where you at though. I just have to finish up that interview. Okay. Hey, I'm down like that. I love how I first start. Courage Jack. And we starting again. He crazy. Listen. First of all, I was getting ready for my fight, and New Year's, this nervous come with me, man, poking at me. I ain't never did nothing to him. Done pissed me all the way off. Started my New Year's off, messed up my New Year's resolutions, everything, because I was supposed to stop cussing and everything, and he done pissed me off. Anyways, he had that coming. He had that coming. Okay, I'm about to come over there where you at, though. He deserved every diss anybody gives to his ass. I mean that. He deserved every diss.
Maybe.
Every diss that he deserved it.
Maybe.
For real. Yeah. It's time to get in the booth, buddy. Everybody done dissed you. It's time to get in the booth. Time to get in the booth, buddy. And I won my fight too. You would think that all these people that troll me and that mess with me when I'm getting ready, when I'm in my greatness doing what I'm doing, you feel me? That they will at least congratulate me after I win. These haters don't even want to congratulate me after I win. I don't like that. So I got to address that. if you're gonna, oh yeah, if you're gonna come bothering me when I'm in my greatness, getting ready for my fights, the least you can do is say, "Congrats, girl, you did your big one." $3 million gate, looking good throughout the lead up.
That sounds a little Floyd Mayweather-ish. And you know, Floyd Mayweather has a whole half of his fan base, or boxing fans, that despise him. Claressa, just hold on, we'll get there. We'll get. I don't know if she. I don't know if she sees it. This is I guess, the old picture that 50 Cent posted during the time when she was getting ready for a fight, when he started dissing her and Pap or whatever. Who started it? I don't know. I half care right now. You know, you guys at times have enjoyed y'all back and forth. You guys at times have enjoyed y'all wins, but you guys have both had your slaps or your losses along the way as well. Quick, let me take a look at some of these comments. Ain't nobody on that phone. You see how people do her? Just like the whole "where's Papa? He's upstairs, down." You know what I'm saying? What's the next one? 50 told her he didn't want no issues. Pap started it back up. So when 50 comes for her, I don't want to hear nothing. I could see that piece of it. There is no time frame on when people are going back and forth, but you do have to ask the question, what made their situation go away, pretty much be over in the fans' eyes, and Papoose come back with the diss track, you know, when nobody was paying attention to 50 Cent, Claressa Shields, and Papoose anymore. And then 50 Cent, he turns the Lord of the Ring eye right back to y'all. He starts posting y'all business, and his shit right now hurts more, which is why now Claressa's talking about suing and shit, right? All right. Now, if we go to 50's page, I want to show this last piece before we get into the topic. This is the power of 50 Cent social media once again. So yeah, we saw the swap. Claressa's face on Pap, Pap's face on Claressa. He says, very, very handsome. Hey, Pap, ask your old lady Claressa if she was fucking Maserati Bud. Tell her to be honest, because I have the Ring camera videos. He can get his hands on a lot. That's when you have power, money, network, big social media platforms, just like TMZ. They get their hands on everything. So does fucking 50. Then he posts this as well. Maserati. Bud was all over Claressa booty for Christmas. Where you was at, boy? Yo, bitch a bop. LOL. And he posts this little picture right here, them two. Once again, doesn't have to necessarily mean that. You don't have to just shut down 50 Cent using a picture and putting a narrative at it at this point. You also now have to shut down the person in the picture. Why? Because we already played that clip, and 50 Cent posted as well. He is now also himself talking and saying that I represented this towards Claressa during this time a couple months ago, Christmas. So it's not just 50. It's not just like, 50 being 50. Dude is out here speaking his speak as well. He adds some Bud Real 100, mad now. I'm gonna get all the footage. She knows she was a bucket naked. She was bucket naked in his shower. LOL. See, he's trying to bring details. He posts this. Look at Bud on set with his boo and Andre Ward. I guess the internet will start doing a time frame on this. When was this? Was this when you and Papoose was together? During the, you know what I mean? They'll do shit like that. Got this one right here. Look at Bud in the studio recording with Pitbull face. So she's in the studio making music. They'll do the same thing with something like this. When was the timeline? You know, and they'll ask, hey, wasn't you supposedly with Papoose? And I believe this camera right here is Bud. I think he flips it around and shows himself. Does he? Bud, we hope you're not a clout chaser, but it just seems like you got a ton of footage at this point from being around Claressa, and you're starting to hand it over to 50. It is what it is. Does he turn it around? No, it doesn't seem so, but either way. All right. Let's get to these topics surrounding this now. Let me go to Claressa first. Let's give her deserving props as a dominant. I don't even have to say female boxer. I could just say as a boxer. She's walking around with the GWOAT chain and the GWOAT name and alias and all that. And right now she deserves that. She's that. I mean, I watch her fights. I follow her as a boxing fan. If she's going to fight, I'm going to tune in. I support her as a boxer. Claressa Clarissa's personality, and she sees it. She's done videos, she's spoken out. She gets so much internet backlash and hate, and I don't even want to. I don't know if even know if I should use the word hate. Well, some of it is always there's going to be haters mixed in, of course. When you're boisterous, when you're vocal, when you're always out there. I don't know if she realizes it though, because sometimes you can't understand your own personality. Okay, somebody needs to let her know. It's a combination of things. There's nothing wrong with being outspoken. And I gave the Floyd Mayweather example earlier. He used it to his benefit. Okay. He generated gross probably billions of dollars for everything around him, including the promoters and the platforms and himself, and every billions of dollars moved around through his name being associated with all these events and everything, the promotions and fights that he's done throughout his career. So you can be the villain and you can play into it. The thing about Claressa, though, I think a lot of what she ends up in is almost like it seems like it comes from an insecure place because she's always combating. There is absolutely the narrative that was built on her that we can see and correlate, where it seems like she's competing with Remy Ma. All right. So that's one. She also looks like she's has some insecurities and sometimes competes back with the internet with her physical. Now, I don't think that she's an ugly woman, you know what I'm saying? But I think that she sees old pictures like that. The internet clowns her. They go after her. They compare her to other women and whatnot. And I think she takes a lot of opportunities to try to put her best foot forward to try to fight those narratives. Okay, so but that I see some insecurity there as well, and it's okay to have certain insecurities. You know, when none of us are perfect. I'm just saying when you fight it in indirect manners, it turns people off. Okay. The over proving yourself, especially when you are already accomplished and you are one of them within that space, that turns people off too. She over proves her relationship too much. He's down, I cook for my man, but it just turns people off. And I don't know if she knows how to turn it off. I don't know if she knows how to just fall back and be successful and fight. Now, promote yourself. I get it. But the way she puts herself out there publicly, it hurts her, just like that phone call. It's a phone call visual that you don't need to put out. You don't. You don't need to sit in the luxury designer store like this, counting your money. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm telling you. It's the Floyd Mayweather effect as well. And you better be winning and collecting and saving your money because the hate train and the dislike comes with it based on what you present. Now, here's another piece that I want to say as well. I have no problem, and I'm not insecure towards a more dominant or aggressive woman. Okay, Claressa Shields, she's a fucking fighter. Like what do you want? She's out here talking about she could fight or beat men. You know, I think that she's tried to at times in social media prove to the world that she can be a lady, she could be a woman, she could be submissive, she could play feminine towards a man. But she's a whole fighter. She has an aggressive, outgoing personality, and that's a mixed bag sometimes that puts a woman sometimes in front of a man. And Papoose already has that fucking reputation that he fights off of being secondary to success of his woman or whatever, reputation or fame or whatever, right? I don't give a fuck about it, but it's true. It's that's something that he's had to combat. I'm gonna actually do a topic about that on the other channel that's gonna be uploaded today. Okay. There's 50 Cent shit. Putting out videos like that, having the back and forth, even though you are the bigger famous person within your relationship dynamic right now, you have to let a man be a man. You have to. It's a turn off as well. we don't want to see Claressa Shields dissing 50 Cent. We don't want to see her laughing on camera as a whole quote celebrity that's preparing for big boxing matches and all that. That's her lane. That's her status. That's her bread and butter. We don't want to see that person getting on camera and laugh. I heard the bars. Every five never didn't even buy the bitch a burger, because your man, not only is he a rapper, but he has the reputation of standing up for himself too. Papoose don't have the reputation of being no sucker. Don't even if 50 says something to you, you look at him. This is why a lot of niggas get into shit, because the woman normally looks at the man and says, yo, you gonna do something? He just looked at me. He just touched me. He just called me out my name. And if you got a sucker for a man, well, I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing. But if you got one of them niggas, I gotta go jump out the window for this fucking girl. You know what I mean? Real talk. So she has to not even be involved in a Papoose and 50. She needs to not be on. She's a celebrity. She's a famous boxer celebrity. Don't do none of that shit. Let Papoose do it. And if he don't want to do nothing about it, then that's what it got to be. And if he wants to defend you because 50 Cent is trashing his woman, then play the role of what T.I. and Tiny did. I didn't see Tiny say shit. Tiny's a musician. Tiny's a musician. Tiny could go and make a song off of this whole thing with 50 Cent and jump in a fray too. T.I.'s on TMZ saying, what I'm glad we're showing is that in this family, there's a line of men that defend the ship. Women, wives, girlfriends, fiancés, daughters, sisters. Stay your ass the fuck over there and let these, if they're real men and strong men and defenders, let them step to the forefront and do this shit. Win or lose. I ain't heard shit from Tiny. Claressa Shields needs to learn that. And if you're Papoose, you might even be in a spot there. Because I don't think that Papoose is some sucker when it comes to like just allowing a woman to steer him all over the place. I mean, I don't know. I would hope not. He doesn't give that presentation off, right? But he does have a celebrity breadwinner of the couple. So maybe it's not as easy to turn her down and say, get off of social media. I don't know. But I think that would be a great idea, because it does multiple things. It allows the man to be the man in the relationship, and it helps dwindle down some of the backlash that she gets from putting herself in some of these spots. She's becoming very disliked on social media for different reasons, but she's the center of it. It's not like she's winning fights and people just decide to step up and say, we hate Claressa Shields. That's not where it's coming from. She's the center of it. I'm being real, and I want to see Claressa Shields keep doing her fucking thing, but her personality is working against her when she puts herself out there publicly. She doesn't know how, it doesn't seem yet, how to get away from creating all the hate that she perceives. Some of it is not hate. You're just turning a lot of people off. All right.